Hello, hello. Indeed, it is I, Kizamu. Sorry, I was munching on a little snack. Kind of lost track of time a little bit. But yeah, continuing Final Fantasy 16 as usual. Woo! You got a lot of side quests to do and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do those real quick. I'll see you on stream. Run through them, listen to the dialogue if there's any, collect materials, bond with people, whatever, so on and so on. And then I could just dive right into the story immediately. Because right now we're going to a whole new area. I think that's really important. More focus on the stream right there. So yeah. Other than that, today's been pretty chill day for me. So nothing new, nothing much. Just hopping on. Oh, speaking of this upcoming week, after this upcoming week, I'll probably be. It's gonna be super busy with me because like I work on these days. Oh, my days off is when I had to work. I just pretty much be working the entire week. I'm just gonna be very, very fatigued. So I'm just giving you a heads up because I'm going to be exhausted, but I'm still going to be streaming, of course. I'm just gonna be more worn out, which is fine. You know, it's whatever. But anyways, tomorrow I'll be playing Ender Lilies. I never played that game. I know the art in that game looks amazing. I don't know anything about the stories and stuff like that. I don't know the gameplay or anything. I just know what it looks like. That's it. And the game is only like 1 gigabyte. It's very small. They compressed it pretty well. So I don't know how long this game is. But that's fine by me, you know. And then, so I'm going to learn something new for this Metroidvania. There's so many of them too, by the way. I was looking at Steam. I was like, wow, there's so many. And some of them look pretty well made. So I can't wait to try it out. A lot of these. Cause I think that's the game genre I kind of want to focus on a lot. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it because I don't want to dilly-dally too long. Woohoo! Come on, shrink. There we go. There I am. There he is. That's the game audio for guys. When I unpaused, I'm thinking, when we heard your bird. So I know we're chasing the firebomb. We're looking for the firebomb. Not really chasing shit. Oh, how's it going, vocals? Shit, I thought it was the bathroom. It's not. RNGEFT is different. Whoa, that looks freaky. Bomb King. Huh.
Look what we have here.
Oh, I wasted that.
Your Majesty.
Oh, interesting. Within? Oh! Nope. Oh! They blew up on me. Taking a bit longer than I wanted to. Okay, there's so many of them. Burn! The one damage. Wow! Let's go! Oh!
Nice try.
Ah! He's just spamming attacks now. Boom! Bonking should be S rank. I seen it what it did to the twin. Oh my god, that's so fun. Nice.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
Really? You guys gonna make me load?
This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Yeah, I'm. Cool.
That should do it. If the wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
She's like, nope, I'm done. Fuck that. That's pretty funny. Say, I ain't doing no more. Okay, let's go over here. Since Ultima can't die, what if there's a 1,000-year time skip where Clive versus Ultima? I mean, I could see that happen, but I don't know if Clive could live that long. Because again, I don't know what. Again, he's Clive is an experimental monster. I don't know if he's a monster that has immortality or not. He could just be a regular human, you know, that just has the power of controlling creatures or something like that. So I don't know. Clive might be dead by then. And of course, there's way to beat Ultima. Like, Ultima can be killed. The problem is you have to kill every single version of him that exists, which is a lot. It might take 1,000 years to kill this guy over and over and over and over and over and over. Clive is basically Wesker. But yeah, it's like killing a guy who has immortality, but you have the power to kill immortality, so you kill his immortality over and over and over to get to him. It sounds so tedious. I'll be honest with you, I kind of just want to take a nap. I just want to sit my ass down. Oh, okay. Today was pretty. When I got home, so it's me, my brother, and my cousin who lives together, and so my cousin likes parking. My brother likes to park in the garage, which is fine, you know. But you know, none of us can park right behind him because it would block him in, and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. So I had to park on the street, right? Which I don't care. Again, as long as I have a consistent parking spot, right? But I watched this girl. It's the most stereotypical thing is. So you park. Since you're parking on the street, you're parking next to the curb, right? So the girl goes, like all she had to do is like go in next to the curve and keep going straight and follow the curve because it curves around, right? And because we live on a curve road, and she. Some reason just keeps going straight, then backs up, goes straight, backs up, goes straight, back up, goes straight. Instead of just, like following the curve, and her car would be perfectly lined up. So I sat there, and the girl thought, okay, when I first got there, the girl thought I was going to drive past her, but I was like, no, I need to park here too, right? Okay, this parking spot, if you do it right, it could fit up to 4 cars if you do it perfectly. If everyone parks right behind each other and stuff like that, right? But this idiot decides to park right in the middle of the entire freaking curve, right? So I was like, why? Because from my house is like, I had to park behind her, which makes me park farther away from my house. So these 3 cars, including my car, are like next. Actually, her car is like the furthest. Her house is the furthest away from the curve, right? But she parks closest to her, and it annoys the crap out of me because it makes me park the furthest behind, which is like the furthest away from my house possible. So annoying. Oh, what the hell? It was literally working a second ago. What the fuck?
I'd like to do the same.
There we go.
Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
Trying to be so
Very
nice.
well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes.
Damn, that sucks for him.
Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Poor Otto. Okay. That's one part done. Bing ding. The Golden Stables. A bunch of side quests, just going through doing the chores, I guess. I know I could skip these and just do it whenever, ish. I don't know if like again, I don't know if the blight might take over the map and it just deletes entire areas from the game. Because man, I'll tell you this now, in Dragon's Dogma they do that. If you didn't know that, this is spoilers, but like, I didn't know that. My friend literally told me, he's like, hey man, I don't want to spoil anything, but hey, make sure you do your quest in this specific town. If you don't, everyone dies in that town. I was like, damn. When someone dies, they die. And I didn't know there was a time limit too. So there's a quest where I was talking to this old guy, and this guy was like a tinkerer, guy who sells trinkets and stuff. And he was like, oh hey, my boy's been missing. Can you go find him? Right? So you talk to the townspeople, right? You talk to them and stuff like that. They give you clues where the boy was playing at and where he went to. So it turns out in the game, right, there's a day and night cycle. So within 2 days, if you don't rescue the boy in 2 days, he gets killed by wolves because he gets dragged to the wolf den and gets devoured. So if you don't get there in time, right, you see a pile of ragged, ripped up clothes soaked in blood, which is messed up. But if you get there in time, right, you end up rescuing the kid, right, which is wild. So I felt so bad. I didn't know there was a whole time limit because I didn't get there until like 5 days later because I was doing something else. Which is like, again, it was really cool, but man, that was rough. So I asked my friend if he actually, because you can't save scum in that game unless you literally have to go to the file and find a quick save and delete that one specific quick save or auto save. Like that's something that happens. There's another quest here. There is. Cool. There's 2 quests here. Because the kid gets kidnapped at nighttime, by the way. So it's already nightfall. It gets dragged there throughout the day, and then gets stuck in the cave for like half a day. I said within 2 days, by the way. So it's like, I don't know. Probably like I don't know, like 26 hours, 27 hours to get there. Again, like, this is in game time, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know the time limit in the.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
It has a star ruby. I know. I don't know what a ruby is.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Maybe.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh?
Ah, excuse me.
Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you.
Yeah, that's about right.
I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
Why, thank you.
I suppose I do.
Dude, I was watching this funny, like, speaking of, like, you know, girls flirting with guys and stuff. So, like, obviously girls like bad boys or rugged, tough guys, quote unquote. Because bad boys are just way more immature way of saying that. But, like, so it made me thought about it for a little while. Like, the good guys always finish last. It's true. It sucks. I literally listened to a dumb girl says, "Oh, guys don't finish last. They finish at a certain time, and that time is last." Okay, by the way, it's usually when someone says that guys finish in a certain time, the thing that goes in their head is like, "Oh, they finished last." You know, because last is still a time, by the way. It's still a location. It's still a time zone. So, whatever, right? But anyways. So I was listening to this guy interviewing girls and stuff, like bad boys, good guys, whatever, right? And then he hits them with the question, because most girls, by the way, most girls, not all of them, that's just naive to say all of them. That's quite immature to say too. But like, what's it called? Oh my god, let me run through. But like, what's it called? So, so the guy's like, okay, interesting. And he's like, did you know that some guys, aka some bad man, you know, like a bad guy, like a bad man, because like girls like bad boys, right? But a bad man is a whole different story, right? Obviously, like that's a generally bad person. But he, the guy goes like, hey, did you know that most bad men are bad men because women treat them too well when they were growing up because they're bad boys, you know? So women spoil the bad boys, right? To the point where the bad guys think he can do whatever the hell he wants, which turns him to a bad man in the future. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. And that's what usually happens, which is correct, by the way. Because the guy who's like, oh, I can sleep with any girl I want. I had.
You hungry, Torgal?
Go. Nice. I forgot Jib was here. Oops. I did not just get juked by a speaking deer. It's the level, man. Bam! Put you. So like it's like if you think about it, it's kind of true. It's not always true. People are just always bad, you know. Like it's so crazy. How how a lot of women don't listen to advice. It is very jarring.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
That's what. Help this look like somehow levels him up, because there is a progress bar for this guy.
So that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Fenrir is huge, by the way. So.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Woohoo! Nice. Nice. Okay. I mean, Torgal right now will get destroyed by Behemoth. As much as I love Torgal, Behemoth is really overpowered. Dude, Behemoth has literally called move Meteorite that just one-shots everything. That happened in Monster Hunter Worlds when we played it. It happened in freaking every Final Fantasy game. Your character is like gods, like it's nothing, and you just get one-shot by Behemoth. if you don't do it right. And that happens to every Final Fantasy game. You get team wiped, and I seen speedrunners get scared of Behemoth because like in the old school Final Fantasy games, you running around, you know, toggles fights, right? And when you run into Behemoth, people get super scared because it just could ruin the entire game, the entire run of the game. So I seen it. Yes, in Monster Hunter Worlds and in any other game besides 14. You can't hide behind a rock. You're turn-based combat. There's no hiding. You have to block it, but it does so much damage. Blocking it does nothing, unless you build specifically defensive for that one character, right? But that's just too much resources, too much skill points that you can never get back. So that rock behind thing is only 14 Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter World mechanic only. Every other game has been pretty brutal. Behemoth is such a terrifying monster. It's such a badass creature. It's just a pretty much a steroided dog. That's the best way to describe it. Boom, 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 boom. But like people always keep forgetting that it summons Meteorite, which is a thing too, right? But it also summons Comet. Comet is like a faster version of Meteorite. So if you're not fast enough, it's game over. But they don't spam Comet anymore or show Comet anymore because it's too overpowered. Because in Meteor, in the turn-based games, I think it was like what 5 to 6 turns before it hits you and stuff like that. And like the Comet is like 4 turns or something like that. I haven't fought a Behemoth in so long though. But yeah, with the topic of like women unintentionally turning bad boys into bad guys, it's quite funny to me. It's like they're not aware it's their fault. Of course, usually they don't take accountability, responsibility, and ownership to it.
Notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
Oh. Here, you. Listen, I've got this theory. The fallen, I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us.
Okay.
You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Okay, the quest is here. What the hell am I going into? Oh, what is happening? Oh, cutscene.
My reputation will be ruined.
Ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Oh my god, how dramatic can you be?
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac.
Hmm.
Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
What is happening? What is this side quest?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
Yeah.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady
Oh,
Yes,
I had to do this
of
mission.
course.
Well, I mean, I was going to do it anyways,
Then I'll
but this
retrieve
is for
Lord
the
Ignac's
weapon.
luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
Oh,
Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
Valkyrie.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
Return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Woo. Oh my god, that's so far away. Ugh. By the way, it's kind of funny how they did the map. Because if you look at the map, you see this little marker. It usually indicate that you're eventually gonna go there, which is a spoiler. Like, it's so weird to see that happen. Oh, excuse me. I'm like burping a lot. Frame rate, chill the fuck up. I don't know what's up with this camera, but the camera keeps trying to rotate in front of it. Really aggravating. I thought that was a beetle. Whee. I see it is right there, yeah. Don't put out, bro. Time for these guys. A tornado! It's a small operation area, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be in the little broken village, destroyed village, but no. Let's go around. It's a big boy.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear them.
The innkeeper. Bed maker. What are these names? Cool. Just trying to parry. Bit wetter. Nope. You wish! Frame rate, oh my god. Woo! Da, 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 da. Nice. 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 More useless items. Damn, they took a lot of shit, didn't they?
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
Dalamil. Dalamil. What a name. What a name. Ugh, it's a good stretch right there. Dee dee dee. Dee dee dee. Okay. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So I got everything back. So this guy should have me have an audience. I hope he gives me the sword. You know, for retrieving his shit.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Sid.
Wyvern. Glad to make your
Why?
acquaintance.
Why?
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on
Damn.
that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
Oh.
They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow.
Huh.
There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
What is that ingredient?
Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards.
What are you giving
The
me?
very stone
Oh,
of
that.
Jasperk,
Thank you.
far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Oh, this guy's way more generous than I thought.
Intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Byron!
Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths
That's so
cross again.
funny.
Radim, we mustn't
See,
fall-
I love quests like these. It's just like, hey, it's just a little lower about the character.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
No, so. Bam. Okay, what else am I missing? That's good. Oh, there's a yeah, there's a quest here. So I'll probably do that when I'm running over here. Dun, dun, dun. That should be everything. Okay, let's go back here then. I see the quest there, but it's along the path. So I'm hoping we hope that person along the path, you know. Which hollow member I should draw hentai of? I don't know. I could care less about hentai. So that's up to you, man. Whatever scratches your boat. Huh. I hope this we get like a whole new weapon at least from Blackthorn. That's what I'm really hoping for this entire quest, for this at least. And I hope this whatever is happening with Torgal also get upgraded, because he has a progress bar. I don't know if it's a level bar to be, if that's accurate. It's called. I'm thinking about Bebo and have a guy not on a rock and hit by a rock. What? It sounds like you try to draw an animation or a frame by frame at least, or a little comic strip for that to happen. I can't wait for to play Ender Lilies tomorrow. Just want to know what the hell happens. Ugh, excuse me.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
The issue I GQ outlaw just I guess.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup.
Still pup, apparently.
All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that.
I'm nice like that.
In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Bloody know it all.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Sundered Whetstone. So this is
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valistia.
Valistia. I hope the DLC actually allows you to leave the continent. Than teasing you about different countries and stuff.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Give me a moment.
Is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valistian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right? I will.
I'm so sorry about that. I was my father called me and I was making plans for like a little hangout together and stuff like that with him and my siblings. So it's something we were planning a little while. Sorry about that. It was like a 5-minute call. So I'm sorry for in the middle of that stream. But family comes first. But got the recipe. I wasn't expecting Excalibur for a singular sword though. Kind of wild.
What do you need?
Sword? What do you mean?
I'm saying fortune, do you?
Woo!
No scratches, all right?
Let's go.
Anything else?
What does it look like? It just looks like a regular longsword, to be honest with you. It's looking too bad though. I enjoy it. Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
Indeed.
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents.
Yeah.
Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
What?
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw?
So Torgal is literally just me. He's literally Clive.
That number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
He's literally a dog version of Clive.
Count him amongst
Oh my
our
god.
allies and not our adversaries.
Of course.
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's family. The hell are you talking about? He's family. Woohoo! Oh, that's cool. Wish I had more slots for my, you know. Okay. See, Torgo's more active now.
We need to find a way into Drake's tail. And we will. Together this time.
Keep up. Keep up. Be more than an ally.
Mid told me she was building
You're
a sh-
boothing.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, the quest continues.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Oh my god. You couldn't even do your own job, dude. Fuck me. Oh, let me go over here real quick so I don't have to come back here. Back and forth. Oh my god, dude. I spent a whole hour doing side quests. Which is not too bad, considering I did like 5 side quests in the span of an hour.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
You're getting your own next time.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
His voice is so unique. It just throws me off. Sometime later. I forget it was distillery.
There we have it.
Oh.
The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Can I use this?
Very impressive.
Why is it so smeared? You see, right?
This is the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything.
What does that
We
mean?
might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Oh, increase inventory.
It can't hurt.
That's actually pretty useful.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me.
I bet you it's just one each though. This is actually a good upgrade here. Okay, cool. Not what I expected. I was expecting. I was hoping to give me like one more accessory slot or something, man. That sounds like really, really helpful.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you.
I think.
No. Thank you.
Can I do this
For
whenever?
supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Cool. I wasn't expecting a bag upgrade. Interesting. Ding ding. Treated potion satchel in necessity. Necessary. I don't. Right now, I'm tripping out right now. Like I'm ready. I really want to like take a nap. I'll be honest with you. So I'm like hallucinating a little bit. Okay, I knew it was gonna be one high potion. That's it. It doesn't increase any of the other potions. Can't use anything.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Olympics gonna help us.
Okay. But I want to play this game, and I don't like taking naps. I'll be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong, a good nap is a good nap for sure, right? But it fucks with my sleeping schedule so badly. I usually don't take a nap. Piss myself off. No, don't show me a star where.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are.
Damn.
Come again. I may
100
have
way.
more for you.
Clive.
Okay, it's the only one. Thank God.
You watch yourself.
I was about to
out
say
there,
that's
alright?
literally on the way, by the way.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine.
I'm the son of a duke. I have always been a prince.
Whether you like it or not.
Like, that's the second closest thing to being a prince.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce.
What?
You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Are you talking about the Dane again?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Guy.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died.
20 years, wow. Sid, they make Sid. Well, I mean, most Sids are pretty old, I'll be honest with you. They're like middle-aged Sids. But this Sid seemed pretty old, I'll be honest with you.
Passage to... oh, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again.
Oh, he put a baby.
That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his nag.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away.
Oh.
I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Damn, sucks. Wow, his kid passed away really young. Literally, probably a few days from now. A flashback? What? How rare.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid.
I still think they killed Sid slightly too early, man. Literally killed one of the only crystals of the 5 crystals, I think, mother crystals. Just to him for die in the first one, man. He could not die in like the second one or something. You know? Or like they could have like Kupka do a sneak attack, and that's why we hate him.
Stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in
There's the cook right there.
faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
That's cool. So Otto definitely has our back then. It's good to know he's loyal to the Beyond thing. See, I value loyalty as well above anything else, even above love. Because if you're loyal, loyalty is just another way to express your love. So I think that's how I think, at least. Damn. Good to know. There's a lot of loading. Oh my god. Loading. Ooh, excuse me. What are you loading in, man? I didn't go anywhere. Like, what the hell? Okay.
I couldn't even do that.
Loading in the cutscene.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
What's this?
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
You know, I didn't expect him to put so much character into Otto.
Why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. And I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
It's cutting my finger.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
At least you have someone to teach you to.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Why?
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
What's the point of this weapon, item? What is it gonna do for me?
To Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Oh, it's an item you put in his room. I just realized what it was. It's a cup, put it in his room. Gotcha. It's goblet. They give you 50 of these. Used for crafting. Crafting what? Tell me. Tell me.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
This should be on the way. I believe this is on the way. I think it's on the way. Okay, I think we're good now. So much shit. Which is a good thing. But damn. Oh shit, come on. Onward to the story campaign. It took an hour. I was hoping at least like a 45-minute run. I mean, the phone call happened too, on top of that. Value, craziness, Adobe, all else. Oh, it's not even Adobe, it's Adobe. Bobby. Bobby, a Bobby. Ooh. Ooh. I'll be honest, I have no other, like, after Final Fantasy 16, I don't know what other game I should play. But I want it to be an action game-ish, right? So I'm, like, trying to find games. Again, but that's not also graphically demanding on my PC, at least. At least to that extent. But I need a good game right after this game. This game is going to be a while. Like, this is going to be a long while. But I'm not too worried to why I find it now. But I need to find one up in the future. Oh, what? Turn! Let's see. There's a path right here. Can I open this? Oh, okay. Whoosh.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
It's quite a ways down. Oh my god. It's big for enough for a wagon. It seems pretty big for a wagon. I don't know about that. Ooh-wee. I was gonna say, where's this quest at?
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to...
Self-sword, okay.
Really? It's as bad as that? Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
With the
I
manor.
take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
Yeah, just ran
How
past
does
it.
a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear.
This
abandoned
seems
backwater
sketchy as
ruffians.
hell to me.
What do you say? Will you
Because
help us
these
out?
guys could be thieves.
Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Seems.
Well, if I'm going to
Again,
have to
these
beat
guys
them
could be
anyway.
bad too.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
Because he's like sucking up to me.
Lucky
It's
you
so
came
weird.
along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Yeah. It sounds so sketchy. By the way, they repeated the same dialogue, just different ways.
I'm not sure I trust those two.
Defeat the bandit, get the cart.
But if there are bandits
You
lying
defeat the
in
bandit,
wait,
I get the cart.
I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Oh, run. Oh, I didn't pay any time. Woo! Oh, quiet! Did he hit me? I don't know if he hit me or not. Bam! It was a good finish off. I love that. Woohoo!
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
But yeah.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
Okay. Again, it's so sketchy to me.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
These guys are weird. He gave me 80 of these. I mean, he gave me, that was like another, like pretty much 1,000.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
What the hell is this pathway? Oh my god, look at these guys. Well, you're all dead now. Stay down. Nice, Joe. She actually killed two of them. Ding. Okay, okay. I should have enough to upgrade my freaking uppercut at least. Let's do that at least. No, not that one. It's this one. What is this? Oh, that's the grab. The grab is pretty good too. A tornado. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Okay. So that uppercut should do a lot more damage now. See, you're going up a hill. There must be an open area over here then. Give me the view. Give me the view. There's the view. Whoa! The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths,
why did it cut like that?
Perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
And those curses are
Dominance and bearers.
Oh.
To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
Mean.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Pretty much reading a comic book.
Just look at this place.
Wee,
it's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
Dude, can you imagine going back in like medieval times and start, you know, start actually drawing comic books with drawings in it. You know how much money I wonder you make from that as a storyteller. Just start making manga super early. Do you really have to come out to this corner and walk the whole circle to get to the freaking city?
Nothing. It's nothing.
What did he stop? I wasn't paying attention. Because people back in the day, when they draw hell of good. I mean, it's perfection at its finest, man. You see the architects, the arts and stuff is wild. Okay, this is a good scene, important scene here. Audience chamber.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen.
I don't think it's mind control. I think he's just the kid is being. Of course, the kid is a kid, but at the end of the day, I think he's just being manipulated and spoiled through the ways that's being spoiled. I think that.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
That's even worse.
The emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker. Made flesh.
Dude, that staff or that cane seems so heavy. What is happening? You're giving him another flower.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father, I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
Ooh.
What nonsense is this?
This is crazy.
I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Dude, you're pointing at a guy who could turn into Bahamut.
Forgive me.
This audience is
Like, hello? Like
Come,
the dominants are supposed to seize throne. That
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
exactly. She doesn't. By the way, see, that's how you make a character. By the way, Dion, that's how you make a gay character. I hate when DEI was focused on the dumb things ever. It's like, okay, this guy's a knight. He has Bahamut. He doesn't like what's happening in front of him. His father's being manipulated. The kid's being spoiled, right? And he's being what's the word called? But there's like a shogun, right? So like that's what happened in Japan, where they had an emperor, but the emperor wasn't an emperor. The shogun was the leader, so he was controlling the emperor, which is pretty much a tool of controlling the country. And I love this, but like when I watch other DEI stuff, that it just sucks because it's still like, hey, I don't like how this does this because I'm gay. It's just like, what the hell are you talking about? It doesn't matter what you are, like something's bad is happening regardless if you're there or not, you know. And I hate that stuff. Oh man, speaking of like drying age, I was watching the cutscenes, right? I just couldn't be bothered playing the game, so I was watching this girl play the game, right? And she was like, she was also gay. But she was getting fed up with the character. I forgot what the character's name was, but she's the big horn woman, right? The one that wants her pronouns to be pronounced. But she has the audacity and the disrespect to do that to people as well. So she was being a massive hypocrite. So I could not support or love this character at all. Because I was just like, you don't fight what you stand for because you're doing the same thing to other people. So why would I trust your words if you don't use your own words correctly? Like it sucks. I was still like, this is an awful character. I lost instant respect, and not because she's because of the pronouns. The pronouns are freaking whatever. It's just like, it's a terrible character to represent this pronouns. Like the more I keep looking at it, the more I was like, this is awful.
I'm sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinsight. His troops are trained to be increasingly it's not as if we can wait for the siege.
Woo! Ooh.
Nice try.
Bam! Camera, oh my god, it's stuck in the rock. What's happening? What's happening? Interesting. Okay, that was fine. Anyways, let's just continue. But yeah, the more I was like watching it and the more I was interacting with it, I was just like, ugh. How can anyone play this? It was just not good. Because like again, like they made the story revolve around that type of topic, you know. It seemed like I could care less about this. You're not winning me over at all. You're making me hate this. And again, like I said, like 10% of, like when people say modern audience, they're talking about like 10% of the population of America, right? And like the people who don't like that stuff, right? The anti ones are also like 10% of the population. So it's like 20% of people. And then like the other 80% just don't care. They just want like a good hot cup of hot coffee. But that coffee is filled with shit that people keep talking about. Or the woke people doesn't give them the coffee bean to make it into coffee. You know? So they're just sipping on hot water. That's telling, they're just saying, hey, that's coffee, even though it's hot water. Because of their, like, that drink identifies as coffee. While, you know, the coffee bean part, it's just like, this is so stale, this is so boring, this is awful. And you're just hurting the bond between everyone else.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Oh, I see. These are people leaving. Why? I wasn't trying to fight. You made me do this, doggos. Let's try to get the item. I'll be honest with you. Cool. See, I like NPCs like these, where they're slowly walking. And I will follow them to see how far they will walk. Like them, see?
Finally. There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
What dare say?
What do you think, girl? Is it time we... It's the crystal road outside.
The hell? Oh, okay. Is there any chests? Any loots for me? Oh, there is. More hides. Oh my god, this game. Like, again, that's just me being... again, at the end of the day, I truly don't care. You do you. Don't bother me, though. Let me do me. If I respect your wishes, you gotta respect my wishes. That's just how that is. But if you refuse to do that, then I refuse to help you if you don't want to help me. You don't even need to help me. Just leave me the hell alone. But you guys don't even do that. You guys are more like, those people are more of a nuisance than beneficial.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you believe it?
Brother.
Believe it, all right. What's that? The third is...
If our new arrivals had brought any coin with them, we'd be rich.
Okay, let's probably buy... Wow! Thank God I found that.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
I'll be the judge of that.
You've a discerning eye.
Bing.
A fine choice.
Bing.
You've a discerning eye. A fine
I might put on the potion on the attack potion, strength potion, sorry. It seems more useful. There we go.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for
I was watching this guy because again, you have to watch YouTubers as for viewers and journalists instead of journalists and stuff. Because journalists has been so biased, so filtered. It is like it's just awful.
How much for a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper, not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
Are they alright, Jill?
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in
I'll be
effect.
real with you.
Only
in this
those whose
game,
business in Twinside has
they don't
been
really
officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross
like
the border.
like
All
I
seek
don't
entry
sense
at
the
a full
feminine
line and
charm
ready
at
their
all.
documents for
Besides
inspection.
Benedicta, she was the only one, but she was like below the line though. She was the highest one, but she was still below the line. Like it's so super jarring how like Final Fantasy is doing this now. It has this weird filter. I'll say that compared to every other Final Fantasy game I ever played. Even 14 has more
He must be around here somewhere.
adult theme. I feel like a child playing a game.
You won't find anything of this quality in
This game is dark though for a Final Fantasy game. I'll say that because of like the stories and stuff. But everything else is like, oh yeah, he gets stabbed. Cool. Oh, there he is.
Oh, good. There you are.
Coots.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So,
busy. I don't barely see
to
anyone.
find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where. I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way.
I knew it. Ah, I was just there, dude. You gotta make me run back over there. Damn you, dude.
two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right.
How many things you buy?
I'll meet you there.
Or brought over?
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
He stops next to the checkpoint.
See, that always confused me when people nicked like passes, because like if you have the traveler's pass, I would just walk through that door at this point and leave.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, you're very unique looking.
We're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
She looks like one of those typical Final Fantasy characters with black hair, red lips, stunning looking. But again, despite her looking like that, they have this weird filter with her. Like it's super weird.
Pass. It got stolen by a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
I recognize her voice though.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish
She
them.
sounds like a mid,
We
but
just need our pass
more
back.
quiet.
Then we can be on our way.
Same voice actress, I think.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either.
Nope.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
Can you move up the process? Like, come on.
Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
There's a theory of why they stole my stuff. Bro.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us.
Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all.
See?
And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them.
Okay.
And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the crystalline dimension?
He's just ignoring it.
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right.
Oh my god, this quest just became super tedious now.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Eloise.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
And just Jill doesn't introduce herself at this point. See, again, it's so weird. Like, Jill's just there. Like, there's no interactions with her. Of course, another seal. Rinse and repeat.
The proprietor of the furniture maker.
Like, I like the game. I love the story. I love the interactions then and there.
And he will know you for a friend.
But like, there's just this weird filter on top of it. It's so strange.
Understood.
Out of my sight.
There's no like exotic characters or erotic characters or badass characters. I mean, Clive is a badass character, don't get me wrong. Right? But he's been pretty ditzy, and the way they explain things to you is so annoying. It's like, I understand it, I get that. Right? The guy with the cart mission getting from the bandits, just rinse and repeat over and over.
Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Cool.
Thank you. We will.
It's just like every character feels one-dimensional. I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh, here's this dude, but the dude is a swordsman. Ain't no story. There's this girl. She's pretty.
Fish for sale.
End of story. And it's just like they don't do anything more with that.
Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway?
Mm-hmm.
They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted
Oh wow, they're abandoning their kids here.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from
Okay.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering.
Thank
if
you. Like
anyone
Jill's
has
funny
asked you to do
interacting now.
anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Poor Jill.
I'll take the
Clearly,
large
that kid's parents hasn't disciplined him enough.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
Whoa, that is your
What
voice.
I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Teaching a kid how to. That's pretty funny.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Dun, dun, dun. We're going back to the beginning again on this linear path that I can't sprint on.
Peaches and pears. Plates and peas.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
I'm hungry.
Children.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
They really did make this in games where like I'm running off, screaming out. You know, like
Can't have gone far.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, he's running for it. I'm just sit there and look at him, run away. If I've been like, I chase him like, Jill, stay here, watch him, and then you run off. You know, as you're running off. But seeing him slowly turn around to see a kid run away, despite being a military trained guy.
Thank you.
So funny. Where's this kid at? There he is.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free.
It's true.
Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones.
He sounds so mature for his age.
I'd go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Who are you?
Wait, we're not.
Don't hurt him.
Okay, this guy instantly gave me Zack feelings. I'll be honest with you.
Same side.
Like hell we are.
It was like exact, or what's his name? The vampire guy from 7 as well.
Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
What is happening? But he's one of those characters where like he's hardened in experience, but you know.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
But I bet you this character's gonna be
Why
like
would
one
she?
off though.
I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service.
Theodore.
Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gill and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship.
Oof, my leg.
But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Yep. Are you my new party member? That would be pretty cool. Go ahead, talk to him again. Yeah.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft then.
Fun.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south past the camp.
Oh, he is following me. It is like a... What's his name? Is Victor? I don't remember the vampire's name. Like, it reminds me of him a lot, or Zack. But Zack is more goofball.
There are no crystals here.
It's just his hair reminds me of Zack, though. Of course, I know Zack's hair is more flamboyant, but still makes my point across. Vincent, there it is. Vincent, it is Vincent. Really, we just find him like that? Okay, I'm gonna walk up to them.
You should have minded your own. I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we
That can't be no EXP. Are you serious?
We got company. That's the lot.
Where? That's not where I tell you to cast that tornado at. Beo! What's with the frame rate? Oh my god. Beo!
Foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
We're going. Oh, up there. I knew it. When I saw that ditch, that corner right there, I was like, this is such a weird open area for some reason.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Theodore?
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Blockland.
Oh!
Kill them all!
Double whammy! Oh, triple actually. Go for the dog, you prick. Nope. Oh, I did it wrong early. That's late, right? Boom. Woo. Eat it. Use it. Please level up. God, it's so little. Nicer. There's the passes.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
You guys gonna make me run all the way over there? Oh! Get teleport me over there, man.
Run like the wind.
Oh, it could glide. What the hell? See, that's what the camera does. It does this. I don't know why. 360. Camera. What the fuck?
That'll do, girl.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
I know we're doing like a bunch of like main story quests, but the main story quest has been pretty boring at the moment. Surround sound view.
I must leave for the Dominion. Bloody crimson clover, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell.
One real recognized
Speaking
real.
of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
Damn, Coots, you made me do a whole side quest that was technically the main quest. Oh my god.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked.
He didn't look
We're
soft.
on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always
Damn,
happy
she
to help
flat.
those in need.
I think there's this weird filter on top of it. It's just like women can't have women features. It's so weird. That's like the best way that I can describe it. It's like there's this weird filter on top of it I was talking about earlier. Like the guy looks so big and bulky and handsome looking, right? Like there's some weird charm to the guys, but then when it comes to women, they're like skinny girl, a lot of clothing, straightforward face. That's it. Rinse and repeat with different hairstyles.
I would.
And that's all it feels like to me.
It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
And like they gave Jill and
And our
more features because they're like the main
Here, Clive.
plots of the story. Another one.
What is it?
Yeah, literally
El has
Pokemon.
friends in high places while I have associates in lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Oh, it combines together. Okay.
I shall bear it with pride.
Now all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course.
9 million?
Say 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Damn, girl. Are they sorting out your town problem? Dude, it's been so long since I last leveled up. Woohoo!
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the
Oh my god, this side quest now. So much.
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you happen that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
Might as well.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. And from there, onward to discovery. Quickly. There is not a moment to lose.
Wait.
I think he's holding ass.
Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, side quests. Oh my god.
I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Okay, there's a quest up here. There's a whole ass building up here too. What is this? Another inn or something?
If our new arrivals had brought any coin.
I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you.
Hey, I got those wine, guys. Come over here and drink. But I can't leave the station for like a split second. Dude, this town is not that big.
At the North Gate. 3 of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day.
Oh, excuse me.
When you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
The bearer of good news. That's kind of a clever quest, I guess. It's always been bad news.
Hurry, man. I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across.
Well seasoned, okay.
Sorrowflam one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse.
Which is true.
Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
No problemo. Damn it. I tried to jump, I forget to jump in. This is so shit. Ooh.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for...
Wait. That's the exact same NPC in dialect from the other town, by the way. It's literally the exact same one. I remember where, what's the guy's name is.
Let us through.
It's a guard.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery
They
of
call him the god of it. I'm talking about the blacksmith guy. The guy who's like, if you want me to trust you, then, you know, the desert rose or whatever the fuck it is. I forgot his name was. Because he had like 3 different names and one of them was like a girl name.
He must be a busy man.
Like literally the time before this.
Refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow.
By the one by the hot spring, hot bath, I guess, quote unquote.
No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty.
I bet.
You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
You
won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Oh, there it is. I was like, what the hell did it go?
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me.
Damn, that meat must stink after like an hour in hot sun like that.
He thought you might like to
I know they have like the ice shard crystal.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them.
It's true.
We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I think that's what the reward is.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Come on, come on!
It's a different guy, different clothing, but exact same dialogue, same animation too. Because the other guy was wearing like a brown outfit.
If our new arrivals had brought...
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those 3 are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart.
Fall apart.
And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
True that.
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the 4 of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the 3 pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word
That's
spoken.
actually very true. Yeah? I was gonna say, hello? We're just gonna look at this table? Like, what the F? Not even a taste?
Kill the poor soul. I owe these remarkable gentlemen more than a few paltry cups of wine. Even if it is the finest wine in all the Veles.
Oh, there's nothing like a cup or 5 of good wine.
I mean, good for them at least. Is there any more quests here? There's one right here. And your partner in TFT have no... Econ, yeah.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
I am hurrying, my lord. I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs.
Okay.
I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
The worst? Why not?
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken?
See, I noticed. Okay, I noticed their quest system, by the way. It's like there's 3 quests that happen in each small city or place, right? Besides the big major ones, right? And the quest is always, here's some reputation, here's some more reputation, and then there's one that gives you like money and reputation, but the reputation is always like 10 or 15. While the one of them is like 40 alone, the other one's like just 10. Like, it's just rinse and repeat, right? Of something. I mean, it's not the same quest. So far, that one was actually pretty cool. Right? It explains the story of the town a little bit, like who's who, what does what, and who's why.
I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Wow. Friendly.
Why am I not surprised?
What the hell's happening here?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
I'll be honest with you, there's a lot more of these guys than I thought it would be. Boom! Combo! That was beautiful, Jill. Beautiful. The CC is nice. Just keep it up in the air, even higher.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before
Oh,
us.
I read who this was.
Ruins.
This is the Ruin guy.
A relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from
Oh, holy shit, he's right.
the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir.
So whatever this was,
expedition continues.
again, I have no idea what this is, but apparently it's the Battle of the Gods, and man, But like whatever happened here totally messed up the airship as well.
I'll give him that.
That is actually a good detail. So something there is something that can destroy these ships for sure. He just run up there and jump.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks.
Thank you, kid.
Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
How the hell do I get up here? What the fuck? Oh, I can climb up here.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Ancient sword, what the fuck? That's a rare item to get in any of this game so far, I'll be honest with you. How do I change my there it is. Huh. I want to see what it looks like though. Looks actually pretty cool. Ah, it's a slightly rustic sword, I'll be honest with you. Excalibur! Oh, it's such a hassle. I didn't know there was a whole cave right here either, too. Oh! You might be dead.
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
Goblin Prince. What a name. Oh, yeah. Boom!
It's over.
It's over. Ding ding ding. That's it. You know, I just realized those are just 1v1, I'll be honest with you.
Let's get this over with.
Stop. Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
Yep.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but Their leader was the only one who moved to meet me.
Oh.
The others, they huddled around that food, ready to
Interesting.
die.
I was questioning, like, why is it not jumping me?
Because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boglad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Cool.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Huh. Kudos. Can I loot anything though?
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. Better than half the men I've served with.
Ha! There you go. That was cool. But I was sitting there like, why am I running? Why are we jumping this one goblin? We know to get jumped by them. No, but it wasn't the case. I like how the camera shakes when he does that. To give you some weird immersion. Wow, here I am killing other goblins. No fight. Dude, there's no shot. This is real. Oh, Torgal got the final kill. That looks so cool. He's just him spinning in a tornado like that. Tornado!
You're going to get yourself killed. Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final
just up here.
in all its glory.
They really
As
had to show it
Moss tells
twice.
us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
More? Dude. I have sprints, my dude. Oh, I wish that I could sprint myself. Okay, yeah, okay, this one makes sense. Okay. Third time's the charm, I guess. Ooh.
Really got himself into trouble this time.
Get him.
Boom. Oh. No. Ooh. Ow! Mute. Diamond. So much ice. Nice.
Get him. It's over.
Well, this guy's inviting every type of enemies: humans, beastmen, fallens. Oh my god. He brought 3 types of enemies so far. It's funny.
It would
Besides,
seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. One day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
The truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my rambling.
yeah, it's cool because like
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
oh, that's so
That's
sad.
what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
That's so sad. He paid someone to listen to him. That's such a man problem. That's so funny. When a guy gets passionate about anything, boom, immediately just ignored or shut down. I've seen that happen way too often, and that happens to women too. But women made it more abundantly clear that hey, you're ignoring me, and I don't like that. Like to the point where like it's unnecessarily dramatic. To the point like it hurts quote unquote their feelings too much. I understand it hurts your feelings, but it hurts your feelings too much to the point where like, well, damn, okay. Also, I think they took me back to the town. You know what? Actually, took my ear again. Thank you. That was actually pretty cool.
Porter for hire. The best servant.
Joseph's fine. We'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
There you go. There you go. So I was watching this girl. She was talking about The Witcher and stuff like that, right? And she was like, "Oh, The Witcher 3 is so boring." And I was like, "What? How in any way is it boring?" And she was talking about the gameplay. I somewhat agree a little bit, right? It's just you go in there, get into combat, and start swinging, right? But the whole point of the game is like, hey, the mechanic besides you dodging and all that crap is to know what monster you are fighting or who you're fighting with. That's why it has two swords, a steel one, a silver one, and like what oil you use, what tactic to use, and what spell to use is what changes the fight. So each fight is like, again, like if you fight one ghost, you fight every ghost, pretty much. That's what it feels like, and so on, so on, so. But you don't play the game for the gameplay. The gameplay is like the minor part, which is crazy. The most important thing is like it's the story, because like each side quest feels like a main story, and it affects the gameplay too, which is crazy. It affects the story of the game, and it's so important. But she was dabbling about that to the point where like, wow, you one minor thing ruined the game for you. It is wild, right? Because like that, and like people like will call me like somewhat of a hypocrite for saying that, because like again, like Dragon Age, that's what happens. But the problem is,
I'm sorry for stealing your path.
the Dragon Age has terrible story. Somewhat okay. The gameplay is alright actually. I don't mind the gameplay. The character was so unlikable. The character treats me like a child. The story treats me like a child. The characters look really fucking weird. It's so jarring. It's so like it is what like her problem is just gameplay alone, right? But my problem was almost the entire game. So I wasn't picking on one problem. I was picking on the entire game. So like that's like the difference. And people keep saying like it's kind of the same thing. I say not really. If 4 or 5 things is I don't like about it compared to one thing she didn't like about it.
Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hide
Fine,
us
go through the
to
gate.
protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside.
Well, hey Chloe, how's it going?
You as far as the
Hiya.
outskirts, then find our own way in.
That's for you to stop by.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Nice, perfectly planned.
Right. Let's go.
Dude, I could finally leave this little freaking road for so long. I've been here for like 2 hours. The first hour is just doing quests. This one's just like, oh my god. I didn't expect to do a quest that long in this. I expected something to happen, but I didn't expect it to be that tedious. Oh my god. Onward to the next area, at least. Okay. But yeah. It's so jarring how people get upset from the smallest things so easily, so quickly. Hey, meanwhile.
I see.
Oh!
And you're quite certain
It's Joshua.
your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque.
How's your day been, Chloe?
Be that as it may.
Nice for you to stop by, I appreciate it. Hear me just ranting a little bit.
Better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that.
Yeah.
A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade.
Yeah, makes sense.
If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Not really.
Not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate.
This is true.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
Again, what's with the flower? They're rinsing and repeating that. It's interesting. I wonder why.
What do you know of my blood?
Oh, it's continuing. Okay.
I know that it is wholly
Flowers
unworthy of
fly.
the highest
I was thinking like a
offices,
camera or
which
something.
rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel.
Really, a flower?
Not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
I would love to deck this girl.
To the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash.
That kind of includes you.
Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
That's kind of foreshadowing right there. Either she stepped on Oliver, whatever the fuck his name is at this point, and ruined him, or it's he is symbolized by that. You know? But he has his flower right there, and he's still standing tall. So she's kind of... That's what I'm thinking too. I think Dion's gonna die.
There's another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it.
They're stepbrothers now. It's so crazy.
At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
I was gonna say, let him defend himself at least. Like, let him defend his home first. Yo, why are you wearing gauntlets?
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella, and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
There you go. Like the way he thinks. That's a dungeon. Oh, here's the fucking. Oh, okay. Here's. Interesting. We didn't go into the city, do we? I don't remember going to the city. I don't remember going here. I think this is Canberra. Don't remember going in here. Oh wait, the people are leaving from here, but we can't go inside yet. So we eventually have to come back here. This is a dungeon. This is straight up a dungeon. There's no shot. Dude, I want to save. Okay, we're going here, I guess. I don't want to fight yet, though. Wow, like, is Odin the last place we want to get to? But I understand he wants to defend his home, though. It makes sense. Like, you have to deal one problem at a time. Like, there's no home to defend itself if it gets destroyed too early. But the home will be eventually destroyed if he doesn't do anything about it. Like, I get it. But if it happens later, you have to deal with the problem in front of you first. Then it's whatever. Loading. So, okay, interesting. So, either Clive runs into Bahamut by accident, because this is happening right now. So everything is happening right now. Joshua is still in town somewhere at least. Bahamut is about to go into combat right there and then at the gates, as we are entering the gates ourselves. So we're about to collide with each other, and I don't know if Clive might. I don't know if I might accidentally kill Bahamut in the process. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say quick audio.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge.
Yep.
Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that.
Okay, I took that the wrong way, by the way. I get what you say, nudge it over the knife, you know, the edge. But like, I took that a different way entirely.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Birdie, 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 birdie.
What is it, boy?
Is it the war? Whoa, this is happening right in the city, actually. What are you looking at?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal.
Oh damn, he actually jumped up here.
This way.
Well, by the way, that makes no sense because Ronnie's ice and sorceress power. I don't see fire from out of nowhere like that. That makes no sense. She uses ice magic and moon magic, space magic. So see, when I saw the explosion, I thought it was something else entirely. Okay, wait. Fire in the sky. She awaking yet? I don't know. She seemed pretty awakened when we got married in the Elden Ring. No, I can't save. I don't want to stream. I'm done for the day. Shit.
In the middle of town, right?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
Hold on. It must have saved, right? There's no shot. 38, 38. Oh, it did save. Okay, the autosave is here. Okay. That's fine by me. I was about to say, man. I was like, there's no shot. I'm continuing. I was really afraid. Like when I saw that battle mark on the map, I was like, there's no shot. There's no way I'm going to be doing this. I was like, nope. But yeah, I would definitely color it there. There's no way, dude. Actually, that was a lot more side quests than I thought, you know. There was like 8 side quests that took like an hour and 30 minutes, and the rest was like stuck in that goddamn trading port route area. Ugh, oh my god, I was thinking like, okay, I don't want to care. I don't care about this pass anymore. Like, I just want to grab this pass and move on. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was just back and forth and shit like that. So, yeah. But, unfortunately, we won't see this dungeon happen until next week. Because tomorrow, I will be playing Ender Lilies, my new Metroid Mania game. So, I don't know what this game is about. I know you're a little girl with incredible art style for the gameplay. Stuff like that. So I don't know what the gameplay is, the lore or anything. But I just seen what it looks like and how she runs around. It looks really cool. It's a really well art theme, stuff like that. So spoilers. Okay, don't actually tell me anything. I understand that it makes probably sense for like the start of the game. She's just in the void. Wow, dude, you're just ruining the entire game straight away. Okay, cool. That was not an actual question of knowledge. I don't care about the knowledge. I'll find it out myself. The more you keep telling me, the more I'm not going to play this. You do realize that, right? So if you keep talking, the less I'm going to play this. And I'm going to put it into a different Metroidvania. So keep that in mind, man. Because like some jokes are just something I won't tolerate. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Mike Tyson's ass. Why that? Why did you conclude to that? I was waiting for like the kill. I was like, what is this joke leading? Because like these names sound slightly like I could see it happening, but I don't see it happening. Ender Lilies. Because I the only thing I can think is I know Ender is like the void, and then Lilies is probably the flower, and that's probably her name, or something like that. So she's like something. I got like the hunch that she might do something like that. Thank you for eating Mike Tyson's ass. But yeah, tomorrow, new game. Let's see how it goes. I'm pretty happy today I didn't crash. You know, I didn't crash the last 2 days. I don't know why it didn't crash this time. It crashed the last few times. It just makes no goddamn sense. I didn't do anything different besides changing my stream slightly a bit with new chat, new animation, well, it is an animation. It's illuminating and stuff like that. And that's all I did. Nothing new, nothing else. So I have no idea what happened. So luckily, it's been pretty well. So yeah. Okay, same time tomorrow. Oh, another thing. This upcoming Sunday, I may not stream Hades 2. I'll probably have to call on not stream on that day because that day I'm going to do something with my father, with the rest of my siblings. So yeah, I'm going to have to skip that. I'll probably play Hades on Monday, or probably Hades is gonna wait. I'll probably play TFT on that day. Still on Monday, but on Sunday probably no stream because I literally have to get off of work, go home, shower, and immediately head off. And like I said, I like to stream at 5 o'clock, so I won't be home in time to do it at 5. And I find it pointless to stream for an hour because it's just not a stream at that point, you know. At least 3 hours or more of that caliber. Probably 2 is the lowest I would probably do, you know. So no stream on Sunday. I'm going to cancel that. Because my father called, he literally called me and was like, hey, let's go hang out. Because again, I didn't do anything Christmas with him. So he just want to go out and eat. So I don't blame him. Because I went to my mom's. I wasn't even out there that long at my mom's either. So it was pretty funny because like I was playing Uno No Mercy, which is like a very, very aggressive version of Uno. It's very aggressive. But I made it pretty far each time, but I lost each time too. So unfortunately. Because they have a special rule where like if you have more than 25 cards, if you have 25 cards or more, you lose automatically. You get kicked out of the game. And like of course you need to get to Uno as well. But then there's like some of these cards are like I guess aggressive. And you know how we always stack +4s and stuff like that? So we decided we still kept the +4 attack, but we got rid of stacking on +10 and +6s. Yeah, there's 2 new cards where it gives you +10 and +6 cards. So we don't stack on those because like that's way too much. Can you imagine like stacking 2 10s at the very beginning of the game? It would instantly eliminate the person right off the bat. Just and it sucks. So we decided to just take the L, take the hit, 10 cards. That's it, and then move on. Because getting hit with 20 cards, and like I said, you start the game with 7 cards, and imagine the first person throws a 10, and the next person on top of that throws a 10, and you don't have a 10. Whoever gets hit by that 20 card is instantly out. No matter what, even if like everyone has a 10 in their deck, there's only like 4 of them, I think. If you play 4 downs, you get 40 + 40 someone's instantly out. So we had like cannot stack 10s or 6s because it gets too rough, too aggressive. They have other interesting rules too on that too. So it's pretty cool. Because there's like another card where like eliminates cards from your hand. So like if you put this card down, all the cards that's same color of that card goes underneath that card. So it goes into the stack as well. While you keep the other colors. So like if I pull down the blue stack card, boom, all the colors in all the blue cards in my hand goes with it too. Just like that. You're depositing all the blue cards and stuff like that. It's a double-edged sword though, because it not only limiting every card in your hand, but you have no more blue. So you have to draw out the cards, you know, as more. So like that. It was very cool. But it was all me and my siblings. All of us were just sitting around the dinner table. My mom was taking so much pictures because she was so happy to see us all together like that. It was funny because one of my sisters wasn't there. She was in Cleveland. She was at another different Christmas party. Young girls like to enjoy things, taking everything else for granted. And that happens. But small life is whatever. She's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants. But yeah, subscribe and like. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Hit that bell. Thanks for watching. Bye. Gave Squid Game 2.5 stars. There's another Squid Game out there. Anyways, bye. Enjoy.